You are watching my first steps as I make my way into the cloud. Today, just about getting some peace for me and having some time to think. Let me keep moving, and then soon I'll take a little break for breakfast and we'll have a chat then. Look at that. Just for context, by the way, we are in Cape Town. As you can see down there, there's a building that is the base for this cable cart which goes up all the way to the top of this mountain. But obviously you can also climb, which is what I'm deciding to do. Alright. Oh, would you look at that? That is the name of the trail I'm on. It's called India Venster. This beautiful flower is a type of protea, which is an indigenous flower in this region. And basically, all of these plants and flowers that you see around me are part of an ecosystem which got called the fynbos, which means fine bush, and it has over 9,000 species that you can only find here and nowhere else in the world. And they have some very interesting characteristics. The protea, which you're seeing right here, and it comes in many different shapes and sizes, has, for example, it has a great capacity to resist fires. In fact, it actually needs it actually needs fires in order to drop its seeds into the ashes afterwards. And during the fire, it protects the seeds inside these hard combs and only releases them into the fertile ashes afterwards. But yeah, let me not get too comfortable on this rock, which is honestly very comfortable here, sunbathing. Let me keep moving, even though I'm gonna take it easy today, because it's not about reaching the top. It's just about enjoying the day out in nature with no phones. Morning. So I am taking a little detour just because there are groups of people around me, and because of the fact that I saw a cool rock right there. This is sight for sore eyes. It's beautiful. That's not a time lapse, by the way. That is how the clouds are moving right now. Let me explain this snack. the non-South Africans who are watching. It's called biltong. This is probably not the best representation of it, but it's basically just dried meat. In this case, it's eland meat, or eland, I'm not sure. It's venison. It's just dried meat with spices on it. I won't say it's my favorite thing to eat in the world, but it packs the nutrients that are needed. This one tastes very gamey, actually. My second snack, pistachio. Oh, yikes. Okay, I'm sorry, climate change. These are from California, which is funny. I didn't think they made pistachio, and I just can't bring myself to say pistachio. Sorry. I didn't think they made it in South Africa. I mean, they make most things here, but alright, it's gonna be time to go. Let me quickly take you around. Hoping this is not one of those died taking a selfie moments. Hopefully they can retrieve the video and see that I wasn't actually taking a selfie. But yeah, it's nice and exposed. I'm gonna try and walk further. The only thing is my bag is there. Okay, how do we do this one? I mean, I could jump, but it's just something inside me. It's like, you know what? Let's go the boring way around. For once. Here we are. Back through the other side. Isn't that cool? Maybe not, I don't know. Okay, actually, let me not rest here for too long. I was just struggling to find something to hold on to. Okay, the camera is not helping me. We made it. Almost. Let's not count our chickens. I feel like the camera is making me so awkward in doing this. Okay. Okay. That must have been Venster. If it's not, I'm claiming it as Venster now. The top of Table Mountain there, where the cable cart arrives, inside the cloud. It feels like we're in touching distance. That is the top there, but we still have a while to go. So I want to be honest with you. I'm actually feeling a little bit emotionally tired today. So I was just like, having the energy to do video is a lot. Well, yeah, I just wanted to be honest about that. I'm eating more purebred Angus reservoirs, which means dry sausages. Just to get myself, some energy. Some walnuts, which I've already gone through most of. And these are from South Africa. We are fairly high up now. I would say we are at about 800 meters, give or take, above sea level. Not very high when you compare it to other places, but considering the sea is right there. Before I take off again, I realized that I didn't give any context as to why I'm feeling a little bit emotionally challenged, let's say. And I basically just experienced a loss, and you know, this is kind of my processing, grieving thing. I never really go beyond this, and at the end of the day, I'm fine. And you know, I just like to process things properly, and so here I am. So I saw this wall built here saying don't go there, and I was like, okay, why not? Maybe to a cave, I don't know, but people have been walking here, so let's see. So this just leads to here, and you can walk around and stuff. That was useless detour. Still a nice view. You probably can't be here because it's right below the cable car for safety or whatever. I don't know. Just walk back. I always like to explore because that's how you actually find new things and get lost, which is the best thing that can happen in life. Hello. You don't want to miss what's over there.
What's over there?
No, nothing. I'm just kidding.
You would have gotten us.
No, I wouldn't have done that to you. Here's... So the bouldering bit is about to start now, which is the most enjoyable part of the hike in terms of climbing. So there's actually, you kind of need to know where you're going here, because otherwise you're just gonna see rocks. And though there are a few yellow feet on the ground to show you that's the way, quite easy to miss. This is fun. Yeah. There we go. This is where you actually cover a decent amount of ground up, because it's very steep all the way down there. You can actually see where I came from. Let's keep it up. That is some view. You can see the full scale of the city bowl. And over there is Robben Island, the place where Nelson Mandela was imprisoned. That's what makes it famous. But it's an interesting island. Actually, it was used from the very beginning of the Europeans' presence here. First as like a trade post, almost like a post office actually, to send things here and back from the mainland. Then as a leopard colony. It has an interesting history, which I've not fully read on, but it's a fascinating place. And you get these eerie vibes when you step on the land there. abandoned homes and all sorts of things. Yeah. Let's keep going. Oh, we encountered a bottleneck. That's an interesting one. It's funny how cold these rocks are because they never get the sun. And you can start to see some windows here too. Oh yeah. That is epic. We are still going strong. Let me show you. The climbing that we're doing. So that is where we came from. It's actually really beautiful here, but it's freezing because the sun just doesn't shine. So the rocks are cold. It's really beautiful. This is the most fun part of the whole hike. And also the most efficient. Let's keep going. And now we are definitely high up. And you can actually see our destination is right there. So the main parts of the climbing are done. And we now just have a little bit of going around. But look at that beauty.
That's a great question. Installing the table mounting cableway cables was quite an engineering feat. They used helicopters and winches to get the cables in place. First, a lightweight pilot cable was carried to the top by helicopter. Then, that pilot cable was used to pull the heavier main cables into position using powerful winches. It was a carefully coordinated process to ensure the cables were stretched and anchored correctly.
All right.
Fascinating stuff, right?
That makes perfect sense. Helicopters. I prefer the idea of a man carrying the cable up, but the more you know. Okay, let's keep going. I think most people are out of sight now, besides those two lads who seem to be struggling with this climb. I'm taking it at such a slow pace, honestly. And I wouldn't have it any other way. I think I'm gonna feed a village of birds with the crumbs from my nuts. One man's trash is another man's, or bird in this case, treasure, huh? I truly believe that. Okay. So as you see, that was the view that we've had pretty much the whole time. And now something incredibly exciting is happening considering this is a hike and there's nothing particularly exciting that happens. But we're crossing over to the other side where we can see the beautiful coast of Cape Town's Atlantic seaboard. Here we are. It's really interesting looking at the ocean from up here. But wait, because once we reach the top, which by the way is there, So we just have to go around and up now. But once we reach the top, we'll see everywhere. It's like a 360 degree, and there's ocean all around. The impact on mental health that just chilling without your phone has is honestly underrated. And let's cut the segment and keep walking. One cool thing about Table Mountain, in my opinion, I don't know if you can tell, but not quite yet. However, if you go to the other side of the mountain, which is far away, it's a big mountain, the ecosystems change so much. So you have like dry on one side and then like rainforest on the other side almost. So it's a pretty cool spot to explore. Sorry, I don't like swearing on my videos. I'm stuck between a rock and a hard place, which is falling backwards to my demise. Okay. Beautiful. And now we turn the corner once again, this time to be greeted by a thick cloud of mist moving along the mountain, which is pretty beautiful as well. Very cold, I can feel it on my skin. Very damp and carrying the breath of the Atlantic Ocean. And we finally get to see a bit more of the effects of the recent rainfall right here. Not only do we get to see them, we get to feel them because it's literally raining on us. And yeah. Or maybe the glacier on top is melting, who knows? Kidding, there's no glacier, just in case. It's actually beautiful. There's probably a big fat bird peeing up there. You can see that vegetation is like a different color here compared to the other side. And it's just really thriving. Some beautiful, beautiful plants. This is actually one of my favorite spots on the mountain. There must be some sort of reservoir on top, like some puddle that all of this rains down from. And this water is freezing as hell, and legend indicates that when you do touch it, it will give you blessings beyond what you could ever imagine. So here I am walking in it, counting my blessings that I've already received. It's freezing. It's actually freezing here. Guys, sometimes in life you just have to keep walking your path slowly without thinking about the destination. Just putting one foot in front of the next. Wait, one foot in front of the other. One foot in front of the next. Yeah, you get my meaning. And the times where you really have to put the foot in front of the next foot, or when the destination feels like it's very far away and you feel like you might not even get there. Here we are, almost there. And just in case you didn't know, that was not the easy way up. we are aptly surrounded by the sound of water flowing. Peace and quiet. It's much better here than on top, I'm not gonna lie to you. So I'm just gonna take a moment here in the freezing cold and then show you the top. What a nice day out. I mean, I'm not gonna lie to you, these days you can't even trust nature anymore because it's so contaminated by human beings. Like, yeah, it's just things that make you think, like, how far away do we throw our sewage into the ocean? It's not very far. This particular spot here has like an eerie feel because there's a lot of dead trees still from a fire that happened some time ago. And the fact that it's cloaked in mist doesn't help that feel. Okay, just like that. So as you can tell by the quantity of humans, we are almost at the top. Thank you for following me along in this small little walk journey across Table Mountain here in Cape Town. And I'll see you in the next videos and leave you with views from the top. You can hear humans. It's time for me to check out of the video. I will show you the views as an outro and see you in the next one. Bye bye. Me people, we made it to the top, and in a motto of perfect irony, the universe has decided to drape the whole city and mountain in a thick cloud of mist, so the view is pretty much non-existent at the moment. But I'm gonna wait around for a little bit, take a breather, and hopefully then the views will improve. Right now I can feel the mist going into my eyes. We made it to the top, as you can see, but reaching the top here is actually the most anticlimactic thing, because there's just so many people who, you know, just got the cable car up, and meanwhile you sit here like exhausted, wanting people to clap for you because you made it up the mountain, and everybody's smelling like breakfast.